fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast. What is
Welcome.
it? Episode 99.
Oh, serious?
Episode 99.
That's
This
awesome.
is crazy.
I mean, technically, we've done more episodes than 99.
Sure,
But
yeah.
this is the
Topic
episode.
Topic episode number 99. Oof.
Fucking shit. Can you believe it? We made it this far
earlier.
So, episode is number 99. I'm super excited to do this episode. And then I'm just going to do a plug for episode 100.
Oh,
real quick.
I was
Before
gonna
we get to 99.
I was going to plug it. I'm not even going to plug it.
Before we get to this 99. So, I can't believe we're at 99, but we still haven't done the pyramids.
No.
Yep.
Well, the weird thing is,
And,
like, we did the pyramids.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
And we fucked it, and we never released it.
It was
'cause
like one of our
It was
first
so
ones.
bad. We were new. It was like
We knew
literally.
it was bad.
It was like 35 minutes long. And
Yeah.
We
were
didn't
like,
even know
this is
how bad it
terrible.
was, though, because now that we've gotten
yeah.
ramped up and like 99 episodes under our
Now
belt
it's like I don't even
Yeah.
want to listen to it because I'm sure it would it'd be so
Yeah.
cringe.
yeah.
I would just hate it.
So really the plug is, and I know this is not the episode that we're doing now, but in episode 100 is going to be the pyramids.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's gonna be a 3-parter.
That's right. That's right. And so we're going to do one episode, which is the history of the pyramids. It's just very basic
All the information.
history.
Classic conspiracy podcast.
Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Sean's episode. This is gonna be a full hour of you and Sean together in a
I'm
fireplace.
We're gonna get juicy.
Oh, it's gonna be Sean. Obviously, it's gonna be about aliens. And it's gonna be about things like that. And then what we're gonna do, which is the real thing, is we're gonna do the next episode is gonna be Eric's episode.
So he leaves that for the end.
No, so pretty much,
Strategically.
me and Eric for literally 5 years we've been fighting each other over this theory on
the pyramids.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the theories that I kind of believe and that I think are either true or remotely true or possible. And then Eric's going to go through his theories and his reasonings behind his ways.
That's right.
And at the end, Eric will be shunned and shamed by all of our listeners for being an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But Jorge is going to be the audience.
Jorge is the mediator.
He's going to encompass.
I have to pick one.
Yeah, he's going to encompass the audience.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be you.
Yeah.
Jorge
you.
is going to discuss the Mexican pyramids.
Dude,
We better be discussing the Mexican ones.
Oh no, they're gonna trust me. We're gonna talk about this too.
Yeah. Anyways, so I know this is not what you searched for this episode.
They're like already like off. Turned off.
This is our own advertisement for episode 100. Yeah. So just as a heads
We're
up.
just excited about it. We're pumped about it.
Yeah, we're pumped.
And a lot of people always ask us, and
They do.
Yeah, all the
they
time.
do. Yeah. So anyways, that's episode 100. So tune in for that. Obviously, hit the subscribe button that you can get alerted to those episodes
Like,
that come out.
subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash it.
Oh,
I know. I always
I hate when they
I
say
hate when they
that
fucking
shit.
say
Yeah,
smash.
smash that shit.
I'm like, why they're not like? You really think someone's like clicking it with their mouse? Like,
I know, right?
Yeah. If anything, they're in their truck and they're just listening right now.
they're just punching
You know
their
what I mean?
fucking dashboard.
Yeah, they're crossing the Georgia South Carolina border, and they're not fucking doing anything.
We're not
Anyways,
smashing anything. All right.
there
let's
you go. This episode today, episode 99. Yeah. This is brought to you by our own Jenny.
Jenny.
Yo.
So Jenny is a VIP,
She's a
rich
badass.
person,
Yeah.
right? So that means she is the top status that exists in our Patreon.
She won the first inaugural Conspiracy Podcast Fantasy Football League.
She's literally the champion of all.
And she won it, and she won it on fucking accident.
Yeah, I mean, lots of skill.
That's by her own.
I took third.
That was by her own.
I took third.
Communication.
Hold on, I took third.
Yeah. Did you get your money back
That was skill, not
No,
luck.
I got signed merch.
from yourself? You signed your merch.
So anyway,
We should give
cool.
out free signed
Yeah.
merch just for your third place. You fucking
Anyway, so I
Buys
no,
himself a
no,
tits
no.
coin.
Tits going. That's
Oh,
what
I
we got.
did. Oh, I did. No, so in our Patreon, we actually have our own every year fantasy football league, and Jenny won.
Jenny won.
She won the
man.
whole thing, and there's cash prizes, merch prizes, the whole thing.
And Jenny is probably the only Chiefs fan that I like.
Well,
I hate all Chiefs fans, but
You-
Jenny,
you don't?
you're cool. You're not a fucking. Don't you dare say you're a Chiefs fan.
No, I think they're the worst people on the planet.
Yeah.
Of course, except for
Yeah.
Jenny, you're cool.
Yeah, Jenny's
Jenny,
the
you're
only
cool.
one.
Jenny's cool. The only one I'll accept.
Yeah.
Everyone else can fuck off.
Yeah. But so RPs and or rich person status, part of the perk of being a rich person and supporting the show is that you get to select your own episode.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we
So-
have to do it unless it's like
Unless it's
weird
crazy.
or racist
Unless
or
it's
something
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah, something
we
stupid.
can't do that. But if it's not, we're 100%.
So far, we
yes.
haven't denied any.
No,
we
not
haven't denied
a
any.
single
Yeah.
one.
So this is her episode, and I just wanted to say a super big shout out to Jenny Reed and her crew.
Dude,
We
she's
super appreciate you guys. I hope you guys like the episode. And this is about a town that's nearby where she lives.
awesome. I know, and I'm super
So-
appreciative for her family as well for dealing with us too.
I know, yeah.
So shout out to y'all.
Exactly. So even though your kids are not supposed to be listening, Jenny,
Yeah, but you still let them.
I appreciate it. On the sly. History.
It's
It's history.
Just
Yeah.
get them their own account and make them subscribe.
They need to be subscribed
Yes.
to.
Yes, listen.
5-star review.
So this is the story, the mysterious life and death of Ken McElroy. And I don't know if you guys have heard this story, but it's actually strange. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so Ken Rex McElroy.
No way. His middle name was Rex.
Yep.
I can always. Wow.
Ken Rex McElroy was born June 1st, 1935 in Kansas.
They never named my motherfuckers Rex in the 30s.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit. Okay.
He
I thought
was
that
the 15th of 16 children.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
In a struggling working class family, his parents, Tony and Mabel,
Yeah, because they had 16 kids.
I know.
That's why they're
Dude,
struggling.
I would be fucking bankrupt right now. Holy shit.
He'd be homeless.
Oh, dude, hella
Fucking-
homeless.
the fuck?
they were farmers who moved frequently in search of better opportunities. Eventually, the family settled in a place called Skidmore. And Skidmore is in Missouri and is a small rural town with a population of fewer than 500 people.
And they're like a third of the population.
Skidmore, Missouri is a small farming town located in Nottoway County with a population of just, under 500, nestled among the rolling fields and open skies. Skidmore embodies the quiet, close-knit charm of like an American West type town.
Man, they really make it sound kind of dreamy.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, Skidmore.
The town's economy was tied, still to this day, tied to agriculture with generations of families working the land and raising livestock. Life in Skidmore has traditionally revolved around local institutions like schools, churches, community gatherings, etc.
Well, it's like most like small time living.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah,
you
this
we'll
is
see
Midwest.
you on Sundays,
This is
Yeah.
and then we'll
Midwest.
have like a fucking fish fry
Yes.
afterwards.
A
It's kinda
barbecue.
great, yeah.
And in the Midwest, you have seasons. You have
100%. I
you
love
have
it.
Extreme winter,
Yes.
extreme summer,
Yeah, then like
extremes.
beautiful fall.
Yes,
Fall's the
exactly.
best. Ugh.
So, however, like most small towns, Skidmore faced challenges over the years, including the economic hardship of the country's economy and the declining population in the Midwest and the slow erosion of what was once a thriving agricultural town to a thriving as like the Midwest turned down.
And also what happens
essentially.
too is
No,
that
this is like in the late 30s.
30s to 50s. I mean, we're
Okay.
talking about a big range of time.
And also
Okay.
that's when like, massive big conglomerates get in. They're like, ooh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. We'll just buy up all the land. Or like, the Monsantos come in. They're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, you have to buy our shit and we're going to charge you more. And they're like, well,
Yeah.
we can't fucking afford that. Like our margins are so low. And it just like fucks
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Also in the 50s, 60s, 70s, you had manufacturing problems that moved to China.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, for example, I visited Youngstown, Ohio.
Dude, it's
Oh,
so
I've been there.
destroyed, dude. I've been there. I'm
Yeah.
from Ohio.
Oh yeah,
bro.
yeah. From
And so
there.
Youngstown is stuck in the 50s.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're-
So you
it's
go,
gross.
it all looks like it's still in the 50s.
Yeah,
Most of the
it's
factories
weird.
all shut down.
They all shut
Fucking-
down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's similar, but I mean, it's
It's
a
not-
Midwest town that just didn't
Yeah.
make it through the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Northeast
And so-
Ohio, for
Pitt-
the most part, it's all
Yeah.
fucked.
Pittsburgh was the same because I was working in Pittsburgh and then I went to Youngstown. But yeah, they're like kind of the same in that
Yeah.
in that regard, like just kind of run down. Kind of what I heard about Detroit. I've never been there.
Yeah.
but-
These towns were they were the American, like after World War II.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like,
for sure.
oh, it's
Yeah.
America.
We got
was
some
like-
land now, baby.
Yes.
Let's have hella kids.
It was thriving America
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
And then the downturn, essentially. So the McElroys were outsiders. They were living on the fringes of the community, socially and economically. Ken's childhood was marked by hardship, and he grew up in an environment where survival often meant bending the rules a little bit.
It's like, man, there's only 400 of them motherfuckers that can find out what I'm doing.
So from an early, McElroy displayed a rebellious and strangely sly, cunning nature. He struggled in school. He dropped out by 8th grade,
Damn.
and then he turned to crime, petty crime, in order to make a living.
Like robbing like the local fucking hardware store.
Well, so he began with stealing livestock,
Oh shit.
right? And stealing small machinery from farms. McElroy was intelligent in his own way, and he had a sharp understanding of things, but he was a manipulative person, and he used the systems to his advantage. Over time, his behavior grew more brazen because he would go from stealing livestock to a more complicated scam.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah.
Crypto.
Started
Started
bunch
meme
of cryptos.
coins.
Yes. So by his late 20s, Ken was feared by nearly everybody in Skidmore.
It's like bad Leroy Brown.
And the reason why is because he was like 6'3", 270.
Damn,
Damn,
fucking
okay.
tank.
Big ol'
farm,
boy.
Yeah.
farm strength,
It's a big
too.
ol' boy.
Big
You
old
know, he'd
farm boy.
fuck you up.
That farm boy strength.
Yes.
Dude, that shit is so real, bro. Like,
It
that-
is actually.
Dude, that farm strength. Dude, so a quick story. So when I was in college, I had a buddy named Stefan, and so Stefan was from
Stephen
he was
Curry?
from- no, he was
Definitely not.
he was like 6'4", probably like 250, like super white dude. He had long blonde hair, and we also used to call him Sunshine based on the fucking remember the times we call him Sunshine. Dude, the nicest fucking guy in the world. For some reason, motherfuckers always just wanted to fight him. And he never wanted to fight anybody. He was like, and they were just like, oh, he's got long hair. He's a fucking pussy. Ugh. Dude, I've seen that dude knock one hit KO like
Ooh.
17 people. Literally, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Dude, we went to a place called Max Pub, which is in Cincinnati. And we'd always go there and get shit faced. And I'm in the bathroom and I'm peeing. And he's going to walk out. And a dude walks in and he's going to walk out. And they like kind of bump each other. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's, oh, no, fuck you. And he's like, dude, I'm just trying to leave. the
Literally,
bathroom.
I just said I'm sorry.
And dude, he fucking shoves him. He's like, okay, motherfucker. And then literally, dude, one punch, boom. Dude crumples to the ground in front of the door and he moves his body with the door and leaves.
That's
and I'm peeing and there's a corpse on the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck? But dude, that farm strength is hella.
So you pissed on him. Oh,
Of course. No, but he was a farm boy, dude. He
Yeah.
didn't look super strong, dude. Crazy strong.
Big
I'm just saying
boned.
that shit is
Big
real.
boned.
That shit is real. Farm
Yeah.
strength is hella real.
Yeah.
So his sheer size added to the aura of intimidation.
Mhm.
But it wasn't just his physical presence that unnerved people. It was his willingness to use the violence and threats to get what he wanted. McElroy became notorious for stealing livestock, grain, and equipment on the farms, targeting hardworking farmers who were often reluctant to report him.
You would think
because they
that-
were scared of him.
You would think on a farm they'd shoot
Yeah.
his ass, wouldn't they? Like that seems like
Well-
the farm way to me. I don't
So
know.
here's this is the crux of the story, which is that when charges were filed against him, Ken seemed untouchable. He hired high-priced lawyers and exploited all the legal loopholes.
Ooh.
On more than one occasion, witnesses against him mysteriously changed their stories or failed to appear.
Oh, this sounds like some. This sounds sketch.
Yeah.
It's super
Sounds like he
sketch.
found him in
It
like the
keeps
back
going.
alley and
it
like
just it keeps going.
They mysteriously were crippled
Yes.
afterwards. And like,
So this man, Ken, was married multiple times, but his relationships often began under weird and troubling circumstances. He had an addiction. I guess the word's addiction. He had a proclivity. What's the word? Like,
that. I've never heard that
yeah,
word.
Proclivity.
What
Yeah.
the hell is that word?
it means
He was like inclined
to
to-
do
Oh.
something.
Why are you throwing big words?
Well,
Go on.
well, you'll see. You'll see. Right? His female of choice, right? Like I
Yeah.
guess that's
Yeah,
along the lines of proclivity.
Proclivity,
yeah.
High
Was
school,
underage,
remember? High school dropout.
Yes.
Stop using the big words.
No, you said you wait a minute. 3 high school diplomas.
Yes.
Whatever, same shit.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay.
2 high school,
Whoa.
2 high school diplomas.
First of all,
There we
like the
go.
Eagle Scouts already in contention.
It's
and now the
not.
high school diploma is? Get the fuck out of town.
GDs count.
I'm going to. I'm taking a road trip to Eagle
Yeah.
Pass, and we're gonna see where were you with the high school.
You don't want to go there right now.
So he was married multiple times, but his relationships often began pursuing underage women.
Sketch. This guy is.
So-
Diddy. He's country Diddy.
So he would. Here's what he would do: is he would pursue these underage girls, get them pregnant,
No.
and then manipulate them and their families in order to avoid a legal problem.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, he's like the married,
wow.
married to get out of like charges.
Yes.
Damn,
So for
ruthless.
example,
That's
his
savage.
Yeah.
So for example, his last wife, Trina McLeod, was 14 years old when they began dating.
Oh my god, that's so young. I was thinking like 16, bro. What the fuck? 14 years old?
Then she became pregnant.
That's
at 14.
disgusting.
Then she filed statutory rape charges.
Of course, yes.
Yes. Then he married her, and in the state it became
Legal because they were married.
because they were married.
Oh wow.
Dude, if I was the dad, I would have murdered this
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Dude, he would have been dead. Oh, it was a farm accident. He fell into the
Yeah.
combine. I don't know what happened. He was in the field. I couldn't see him.
So this is not like a one-time thing. He did it multiple times, where he would basically coerce these young girls, sleep with them, impregnate them, then talk them into marriage,
Yeah.
and then divorce them. But the marriage
The marriage is the way to get out of null
and voided
the legal aspect
the
of it.
statutory rape.
That's so
my
fucking
God.
gross, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. I already hate this fucking asshole.
Dude, it keeps going. His list of crimes are staggering. Over the years, he was charged 20 times with felonies.
How was he like? How was he
He
walking
avoided-
the streets?
So all of this time, he avoided significant jail time because what he would do is he would intimidate these people.
Oh, and they would like
intimidate everybody,
they wouldn't testify.
and they would just be scared of them, right? So just to give you an idea, in his life, he was charged 21 times. You ready for the list?
Yeah.
It's insanity. Arson. He burned down the home of his wife's parents
Oh
after
my God.
they disapproved of the relationship.
Dude, what the
Oh,
fuck?
shit.
Burn their house down?
Statutory rape. Assault multiple times. Assault with intent to kill. He shot at a farmer twice with a shotgun. Attempted murder, burglary, theft of livestock, child molestation, harassment of intimidation, illegal possession of firearms, animal cruelty, breaking and entering, vandalism, fraud, larceny,
Christ.
receiving stolen property under the guise of trying to sell them said stolen property, destruction of evidence, destroying evidence to intervene with investigations, unlawful discharge of firearms on private property, stalking, illegal hunting. So he was
Oh my God,
poaching.
he's even fucking.
He's poaching and trespassing on private land for game hunting, public intoxication, disorderly conduct, 21 charges.
Jesus.
See, this is why, you know, these like little farm towns need like a little farm Batman to come in there and just like,
Correct.
fuck this guy up.
Correct. Then an incident that would ultimately seal his fate began in 1980. So Ernest Bo Bowenkamp was a 70-year-old grocer in Skidmore. He became the target of McElroy's wrath after a final minor dispute. McElroy's children had been accused of stealing candy from Bowenkamp's store.
Well, it's like highly likely.
But that,
Highly likely.
that accusation like went to him personally. Like he was like, my kids didn't fucking steal from your, you know what I mean? Like they,
Not my
right?
kid.
Yeah, not my kid. Not
My kids are fucking. How could they ever?
So what he did is he started harassing the family that owned the store.
I love how that he's like, oh, my kids wouldn't steal. Let me just do other crimes.
Yes.
To try to exonerate
So
them.
he took it as far as parking outside of their home and threatening the family. The situation escalated when McElroy confronted Bo with a shotgun and he shot him in the neck in broad daylight.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Remarkably, Bowenkamp survived the attack, but the shooting sent shockwaves throughout Skidmore. And for many, it was the final straw of fucking this Ken guy.
Oh, dude.
Finally, Jesus.
I mean, there's we grab our torch and pitchforks, boys. Like, let's go.
So McElroy was then charged with attempted murder.
Okay, there's one of his fucking numerous charges.
Yeah. And for the first time, it seemed that justice would prevail in Skidmore. However, true to form, McElroy managed to avoid the consequence of murder.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He was convicted of the crime, but he was released on bail.
On bail for $600
pending appeal. And this decision enraged the townspeople who felt they were abandoned by the justice
Hell
system.
Fuck yeah.
That's when you go, like, it reminds me of the town, that scene where he's like, we're gonna go fuck some shit
it's
up.
like, you can't ask any questions. He's like, we're taking.
So eventually what happened is he was released on bail and there was not enough evidence to charge him. So he was released on bail.
Not enough evidence.
The gunshot in broad daylight.
So then
witnesses.
So then he was walking around town with his rifle.
What?
And so the residents just started to like fucking lose their shit.
Good. It's about time.
And so the morning of July 10th, 1981, it began like many others in a small Skidmore, the Skidmore town. The air was thick, summer heat, all that sort of thing. The streets were quiet as residents went about their daily routines. But so all of this reached a breaking point for Ken McElroy, right? Walking around town with his rifle. He terrorized the community for years, 20 different charges.
Dude, how many of Farmer's daughter violated?
And so remember, like, there's less than 500 people in this town. You have 20 count of felonies. You had to touch somebody.
He touched everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Touched everybody.
It's like literally 7 degrees of separation.
Yes.
Everyone's dead.
Exactly. So by terrorizing the community for years, he continued to walk free despite that conviction. So the residents were just fed up and they felt betrayed by a justice system that seemed powerless to protect them from his fucking reign of intimidation.
How can you even call it a justice system?
Mm-hmm.
This is a system at that point. It's just, there's no justice involved.
So that morning, and we have evidence or witnesses showing this. That morning, many townspeople gathered at the D&G Tavern.
Fuck yeah, I love it.
And it was a local bar.
Love it.
It was a local bar. The meeting wasn't formally planned, but it was kind of like
everybody's gonna show up.
Everybody's gonna show up.
They're like, I need a fucking beer.
Whoever's tired of this,
Yes.
fucking terrorists show up at the D&G bar.
I know,
That's
for
right.
real. Like,
And so there were farmers, business owners, etc. Everybody that he fucking touched and harassed.
Mhm.
Yeah. The conversation revolved around that topic, and that it was that Ken McElroy dominated the town. The residents shared their own fears, their reservations, their frustrations, their anger. Many expressed that they're out of options.
You gotta go.
Add in some shots and some beers, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it starts
Some
escalating.
Cup of brewski brews, and you're like, let's get this motherfucker.
Yes.
Little liquid courage.
Yeah. Sheriff Dan Estes, who had been present earlier.
I love these sheriff's there too. Like, we gotta do something about this.
No,
guy.
he was there earlier, and just as a note, earlier he said what he advised the group who was upset to form a neighborhood watch.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
But that was the only like official thing that was done from the police. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ken McElroy and his wife Trina arrived in Skidmore and they parked their pickup on Main Street just outside the tavern. McElroy, as he often did, carried a rifle in his truck. A brazen display of how fearless he was, and he didn't give a fuck. He and Trina entered the bar, seemingly unbothered by the tension that was around them. Inside, McElroy ordered drinks, exchanged words with the patrons, some of whom had suffered directly from his actions based on the 21 charges before.
Dude, oh my God. I got like a fucking detention.
How does he walk out of there?
God, I could
like,
feel it.
alive.
If I was like visiting, I'd be like, let's get
Yes.
this motherfucker.
I know, right? We're not
now,
even like
dude.
part of it, but I want to get in on it.
Seriously.
After spending some time in the bar, McElroy and Trina decided to leave. They returned to their truck and climbed inside with McElroy settling in the driver's seat. He lit a cigarette. The tension had been building inside the tavern and it spilled out into the street. 30 townspeople came out of the
Let's
bar.
go.
Yes.
Let's go. About time.
They had either been in the bar or they had
Around
been,
the bar.
the commotion. I don't know. Like if it's a small town, you see some shit happening.
You're like, we gotta
You're
see what's
what's
popping.
going on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Oh, it's about Ken.
Yeah, fuck
Fight,
him.
fight.
Yes.
Everybody starts gathering around.
They gathered near. The crowd was silent. Their presence alone, a stark contrast to the normal fear that they had imposed. So if you imagine if you're by yourself, there's fear of this big, huge man
yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah, but
But-
there's strength in numbers, baby.
But
You got a legion
Yes.
of motherfuckers behind
yeah.
you. Like
Yes.
you're not
If-
afraid.
If there's a 30 of your townsfolk around you, then without warning, gunfire erupted. Shots rang out in quick succession. McElroy was struck multiple times, slumping forward over the steering wheel. Trina, sitting beside him, was unharmed,
Oh, thank
but
God.
screamed in shock and terror as the chaos unfolded around her.
I'm super happy that she didn't get fucking shot.
The sound of gunfire echoed through the streets, and when the shooting stopped, McElroy was dead. The crowd began to disperse, but no one stepped forward to claim responsibility for the shooting, and nobody assisted in the law enforcement. Everybody
I
scattered.
didn't see shit. I see nothing. What you talking about, guys? I
There
didn't hear
ain't no
shit.
snitches in this town.
I didn't
Everybody
hear nothing.
scattered. They all scattered.
I wasn't even at the bar. What the fuck are you talking about?
The entire incident unfolded in broad daylight. This is midday.
It's like literally it's like 11:30 a.m.
This
It's
is
like-
literally on Main Street. This is Main Street. You know what I mean? Every town has Main Street.
I know.
And it's, you know,
Literally.
Yeah.
in front of 30 people. Yet, when law enforcement arrived to investigate, they were met with silence.
Fuck it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love this town. I'm moving to Skidmore.
Every single witness claimed not to have seen anybody who fired shots. Investigators determined that McElroy was killed by bullets from multiple weapons.
It's like all different calibers. All
Yes.
different, like, fucking...
So troopers found shell casings from a 22 caliber Magnum
All right.
and an 8mm Mauser. And Mauser is a World War II German rifle.
Dude, you know, it's old Mugu. What's his name? The 7-year-old. Like,
Yes.
dude, he was
like this is not like this is obviously different bullets.
It's like a fucking trench gun.
huge and like tiny little ones. Despite the evidence, no suspects,
Love it. Dude,
Yeah.
I love it.
No
Even the sheriff's
witnesses?
department is in
Didn't
on
see
it.
nothing.
no witnesses, no
No
arrests.
witnesses.
No witnesses.
No arrests were made.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
So later, Trina, which is the wife who was sitting in the other side, later alleged that she recognized one of the shooters, but her claims were met with skepticism and silence.
She was drunk. She had hella drinks. At the
That's
bar.
right.
She eventually sued for wrongful death
Rightful death.
to the
Fuck
city.
him.
All right, to the city,
Did they arrest her?
the
for,
county,
like-
and she accused one of the ranchers as being one of the shooters. They settled out of court for 17 grand with no admission of guilt.
Sick. Love it. What an excellent. It's like, I'll pay 17 G's to get this fucker out of here.
So the collective silence of the townspeople became the defining feature of the case, which it was as if the community all agreed externally, no words.
Oh, 100%.
Everybody said, nope.
But everyone's got to be locked in, though. Like you can't have any like
No.
you can't have any
No
like
stitches.
any wobblers. Like don't
But
show
how
up
do you
at the,
have? This is the opposite of all of our conspiracies, which is
I know,
you
right?
can't have 30 people involved.
No, it's too many people.
Too many people.
5 motherfuckers, like 5.
And also
Max.
the part that opposite to our conspiracy is that everyone wants to take credit for shit. This
Yes.
is
I
like
know,
no,
like,
nobody.
No.
I don't even have a gun.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So it sucks for the guy that got named, or that the only one that got
the only
picked
one
out.
got named.
But dude,
Yeah.
for him, he's like
17
17
grand?
G's. Fuck it, YOLO.
What a-
Sell some cows.
what a
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
what a lame ass.
Dude, I know
Settles for
Yeah.
17
Trina. you
grand.
fucking-
Yeah.
You know, it started at like 4 million, and then she's like, "Give me like a Kia." Just
Let me get one of them cows.
19,
Call it a day.
1972
Yes.
fucking
Just nothing.
Toyota Corolla.
So for many, the day that Ken was killed marked the end of a nightmare. And the town had endured years of fear, intimidation, violence, and his death was seen by many as the only way to achieve peace. But the circumstances of his death, the public execution carried out in broad daylight, and almost no jail time.
Justice.
Dude, yeah. The first time this whole fucking
Yeah.
town has had justice.
Finally, some justice system kicks in.
Literally.
So, and just to reiterate how bad of a person he is,
Mhm.
all
I mean,
right,
yeah,
or
I mean,
like
we're-
this corruption
Mhm.
of it, out of all those 21 times that he was charged for major crimes, this is not like traffic tickets. Like these were
Oh,
felonies.
yeah.
he wasn't like-
Felonies.
These were felonies.
Yeah.
He spent one night in jail,
No fuck, dude.
21 charges.
This is a pretty clean cut case here. It was an out of towner with multiple different weapons.
It's like Three Amigos where they hire the out of towner to kill
The
stop
three
the bad guys.
amigos. Oh my god.
Hola, we need you. The Three Amigos. Anyways, the way so a lot of people were like, how did he get out of this? Like, it just seemed kind of a little bit too much that he would get out of it. But what he would do is threaten the witnesses and their families in order for them not to speak on each
Right.
case.
So he was charged, but they couldn't actually
convict him.
convict
That's
him.
right. Because he would literally show up at their house, sit outside of their house, and stare at them.
Yeah.
And there was probably like,
Or
there's probably-
or
say
get
it was,
their daughter.
Say it
and-
was for like killing their sheep. You know, you're like, do I need
No, that's
this?
not why
six-
you. That's not why
No,
you
I
get.
know, but I mean, each time was a different thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, obviously
sorry-
each are different. Like killing a sheep is different than impregnating your
Arson or-
14
yeah, but I'm sorry, dude. If
14-year-old
somebody
daughter.
affects my fucking 14-year-old kid, I don't give it. Yeah, I actually thank God that you're on my property now, so I can kill you, put a weapon in your hand, and fucking I'm gonna it's clear cut case self
Yeah.
defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I walked up to his car to talk, and he tried to stab me in his car seat while he was strapped in.
But ultimately, the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, is that he shot Bo Bowenkamp, the 70-year-old grocery owner.
Yeah, like probably the nicest dude in the town.
And then he got off on bail.
And again, it was already a
And it
small
was
town,
like-
but yeah, he's probably been there for
It's
70
forever,
years.
yeah.
Everybody knows him.
I know it's like the grocer. He's like part of the
Yeah.
sweet old dude.
So essentially, the town was like fucking. I think before you get into action, you get into apathy.
oh, for
right?
sure, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
like you
I
go,
guess everybody processes it different. Like
Yeah.
some might like the fight or flight, you know. Some
Yeah.
might just kind of flight and until like you can't anymore, and some just fight right away.
Maybe it took like him almost like someone almost dying to then be that was we need to do something now.
yeah,
Like obviously, I'm sorry, but I think the dads that allowed that to happen are fucking pussies. That's bullshit.
okay,
I would never in a million years. Somebody
Yeah.
looks fucking kid wrong, I'm on alert. Like, oh, what? You want to what? What's going on?
Now, but okay, so I'm gonna put it in perspective. I'm not being the bad guy. I'm just trying to put it in perspective, right? So what he would do is, so your daughter is 14. Ugh, I don't know if we can get through this.
Nope. There's no convincing
No,
here.
but so your daughter's 14, and then they start a relationship.
And he's what, 25, 30?
Yeah, in that range.
Yeah, dead.
And then they have a relationship.
Dead. There's no
And then
relationship. He's
gets, She gets pregnant,
dead.
and then
He's dead.
he talks her into that we're gonna be together forever.
Never gonna happen.
We're gonna get married.
Sorry,
Yes.
never gonna happen. Are you crazy? I mean, what?
So then your daughter goes to you and then
I kill
says, you know what? It was wrong, but we're gonna be married and we're gonna be together forever.
No,
No,
there's
not a
no way
fucking
that
chance.
a
No
father should
fucking chance in hell.
consent to that.
She's 14 years old, bro. She probably just got her fucking period. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Fucking teen.
Absolutely.
If she was like 17, I'd be like, fuck, like, God damn it. Maybe I have to come to grips with like this. Maybe
like it's her life.
yeah,
and
like she's almost
live her
18.
life.
She's about to be in a, like, okay, maybe I can get behind that.
Yeah.
But 14, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Anything under 17 at that point, I'm like, no, you gotta die.
Also, then there's another instance of somebody who's 17. And so it happens later.
See, 17 is different because, like, I'm like, okay, like, I know what I was doing when I was 17.
But even
And
still,
you're about
like,
to be, I would still probably kill him.
but even still, now he
Likely.
has a track record.
Yeah, you know who it
he's,
is.
Yes,
he's dead.
like
No,
it's-
100%
yes.
dead. 100% dead.
Yes,
He's
yes.
getting killed.
But then you go, okay, I'm going to do it by the law.
So I'm gonna go report him statutory rape.
Yes, and
But then
I'm
he
gonna go
convinces
the
her-
legal route, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking kill him like Samuel Jackson in Time to Kill. I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm gonna go do it by the law. But then he gets away.
Well, see, maybe that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be intimidated. Oh, you're gonna sit outside my house? Cool. I have a fucking. What's the name of the armory? I forget the name of the armory, but it's called a VR-80. It's a tactical fucking shotgun.
It's pretty
that
fucking
I've
cool.
got fucking ready to roll, brother.
I want one of those.
Come on in,
But you would think that they would have this in Missouri.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
That more people would be armed. You're saying?
Like Sean's mentality. Of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Fine, park out. You want to park?
Especially like
gonna park on my
I
mailbox?
think like
Dude, for
kind of these
sure.
Western, like small towns or whatever. You just like I don't know. There's usually I think like less law and like more like okay, we're gonna handle
Yeah,
this.
there's
between
Or
There's
you
more-
handle your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's more. The sheriff's like, do what you got to do, brother.
Right.
and then it's like over.
I think it's because you have say a county of like this, and then you have, I don't know, 4 policemen for
Maybe.
like 100 acres.
Yeah, maybe
or
if
not,
that, right?
more than that.
way more than 100 acres, bro.
100,000 acres.
Yeah, easily.
yeah, and then that's all you have.
I'm just saying, like, I could not. There's nothing.
That's more than enough to
There's
fucking.
nothing on earth that
go
can
arrest him.
There's nothing on earth that could intimidate me out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I went the law route, nothing. I don't give a shit. I did nothing. I don't.
Yeah, but what would you? Okay,
No, I'm saying nothing
So the
would.
scenario
nothing,
happens.
No,
What
I'm
do you
saying
do?
nothing would. Even if I went the law route, nothing would intimidate me away from continuing on the law route.
I see. Yeah,
Like
okay.
you couldn't get me to stop. Like,
But from what I gather on the Skidmore community is that they went the law route,
no, but
and the
but
law route didn't.
no, but they got
didn't pay
intimidated.
out
They got
or
intimidated.
didn't-
And people got intimidated out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could not. He couldn't fucking scare me out of be like, oh, we shouldn't testify. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
nice try.
No, but it
bro.
wasn't about that. It was like that he would convince the girls to get married so that then it wouldn't be illegal.
It's
No.
not illegal anymore.
No, but the thing is, like, you
because
can't.
you married him.
No,
Yeah.
no, dude. She's 14. She can't legally get married without consent of the parents.
Maybe they could back then. I don't
No,
know.
you cannot. That's,
I don't know the law in
does
Missouri.
Yeah, I
not
don't know.
fucking
I don't know the law
work
in
that
Missouri.
way.
I know Georgia's
and back
16.
then too.
God damn
Right now
it.
it
I know Georgia's 16. Crazy.
No, 16 is the age of consent, not the age of
Well, no,
marriage.
but you can consent to get if you can consent.
No, I don't
you
think
can-
so.
No, if you
I think it's different.
consenting to sex and consenting to legal marriage by law.
different?
Yeah, I think it's different.
Can your child? No, you cannot. My kid, your kids can't go on a fucking.
I don't know the answer to
Dude,
this.
your 16-year-old can't go on a goddamn school trip without your fucking consent. They're gonna let them get married.
It's true. It's very true.
I know, like, come on.
It's very true. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah. All right. Well, if we have any legal listeners,
Chime in.
so the question is you can in Georgia. I don't know on Missouri, but in Georgia, the legal consent of sexual intercourse is 16. Is that the same as consent to marriage?
No, it's not.
No,
It's
I'm gonna say
different.
no.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Because your
So you
consent.
can smash, but you can't.
No, because here's the thing: is like
Yeah,
at 16,
wed.
you're consenting.
Can't wed.
No,
Right.
you're consenting to an physical act with yourself. You're not consenting to a legal procedure. Like getting married is a legal action.
I see.
It's like it's a legal item to get a fucking marriage certificate. It's a legal fucking action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You're not an adult. You can't. You can't. You don't actually have that right.
Yeah. Okay.
Until you're 18. Then you're considered a fucking.
Okay. So and I know that. I mean, the way that we presented this story is like, you would think that we already know it's a cut and dry case, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in reality, we don't know. So here are the conspiracy theories on the fact that we don't. No, you know what I mean? Like the way that we position this story is that we obviously like the town did it. Like
that's it. That's the end.
Yeah.
But here are the conspiracy theories if you were like if you didn't think that. Okay. Yeah, does that make sense?
I mean, sure.
We'll
entertain it.
Sure.
We'll entertain it for the sake of the podcast.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
Okay. So the first
Aliens.
one is
Yeah, that's the first conspiracy.
they built the pyramids in Skidmore.
It was actually an energy weapon that killed it.
So the first one is what you're all thinking, which is a vigilante execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Many believe the killing was a coordinated act of vigilante justice with the townsfolk.
I don't even think it's like should even be illegal.
Oh, they know.
It seems like letter of the law.
We know that they met at the bar. We actually know that they did. That there's witnesses, there's people that did say they met at the bar, and they created a community-wide conspiracy to kill this motherfucker.
Hey, they made a neighborhood watch.
Yeah, there you go.
It was more than a neighborhood watch. It was neighborhood action. Yes.
Neighborhood fucking snatches life.
So that is the first conspiracy.
Okay.
Because that is what, and we've gone over this many times, which is what is a conspiracy? And it's two or more people
conspiring to commit a crime.
Conspiring to commit a crime. So this is 30. 30 folks met at the bar, at the local bar, and said, you know what? This is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's time.
Makes
okay.
sense.
The next one is some suggest that local law enforcement was complicit in the murder. Now, this might be on top of the vigilante.
I'm pretty sure there was a deputy there like, fuck this guy.
So this is that the county sheriff advised the people to form a neighborhood watch.
That's what I'm saying. Neighborhood watch, baby.
Quote unquote. And then extricated himself from the scene.
He's like, oh shit, I gotta poop. I gotta go.
And that's how it would be. It would be like, hey, like, I can't tell you what to do, but
this would be a good idea.
Form a neighborhood action committee.
If any of you got any like old World War II era weapons,
yes,
I might take those out of storage.
And just so you know, I'm going to Tallahassee for the weekend.
I've got a big fishing trip, big bass fishing trip coming up.
Going down to Eagle Pass for a day or two.
Check on Jorge's transcript.
What happens in fucking Skidmore stays in Skidmore. Okay,
I like that. I like that theory.
An additional theory is that it's a spontaneous killing. The theory is that McElroy's death was not premeditated, so it wasn't planned.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a rage moment.
Dude, I feel like that's what happened.
So there's like 30 people. They're at the bar. They're like, "Fuck this! I can't fucking take this shit anymore. Our livestock is gone. Stealing, rape, murder,
arson,
attempted murder, etc." And then all of a sudden, it just escalated, bubbled,
and all of a sudden
over.
he walks in too.
Yes,
that's what.
And he walks in and he's like, "Fuck it,
fuck you.
Give
guys.
me a Bud Light, bro."
Yeah,
and then somebody rages out.
Dude, I totally think like what happened was like they're at the bar, they're like
talking shit,
whiskey sours in, like what the fuck this motherfucker. He walks in, fucking like he's untouchable with his other fucking probably 16-year-old girl fucking wife. What are you gonna do about it? Fuck you, Timmy.
You know, it's a matter of whether or not it was premeditated or not. So was it planned in the bar and or then executed, and or was it just like you ever get a crowd
moment of
together?
rage.
You ever get a crowd together and it just starts to get wild?
Oh yeah.
And then you're like,
everyone starts
Yes.
feeding off everyone's fucking rage.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so then the idea then became, well, one guy took a shot and then
Everyone's
everybody's
taking
everybody's
shots.
armed, in fucking Missouri. So it was like shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the theory.
Everybody had enough, and
So if someone saw like a warning shot, they're like, "Fucking kill him!"
Yeah. The other theory. Now, again, all these theories are connected to the other theory, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all
What if they're
really
all accurate?
relevant. Yeah. So another theory is that Trenna, which is that wife of the time who was underage and or forced into the marriage and or then sitting in the truck bed with him, knew about it.
Yeah, she said it was a setup. I want to go to this bar, honey.
Yes.
Let's go to that bar.
That's right. It was a surprise party that was not a surprise, that sort of thing. So,
but why would she sue?
Yeah. Oh,
Money?
yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Money?
Why would she sue?
Yeah, for sure.
But
money.
if she was in on it,
yeah.
they would be like, "Bitch, you can't sue. You're in on it. Like, you're fucking part of this conspiracy."
but the death of Ken McElroy marked the end of an era of fear and violence in Skidmore. And it left the town. Unfortunately, that's the only thing the town is known for.
Dude, I gotta visit this town, bro.
For many residents, his killing was necessary
100%.
as a form of justice that the legal system had failed to deliver, and others viewed it as a troubling example of Batmanism or vigilanteism.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like I said, like they
You
need
did.
a
You
little
called
Midwest
it.
Batman,
Yes. A reminder of what can happen when people or a community take law into their own hands.
baby. It is true. It's like you can't expect people to not, like, everyone has a breaking point.
Yeah.
And even in a community is just like an entity. It's like a person. Like, there's a certain point where people won't take it.
Yeah.
And that's what
Right.
happens. Like, look at the founding of America, dude. It's like you had a collection of people that were like, fuck this.
Yeah. No.
And this is over a 2% tax. It's fucking 2%.
Right.
And they were like, dog, fuck off. Like, you're not over here helping us. We're over here grinding,
Yeah.
trying to survive. Like, fucking fuck this.
So in the years since Ken's death, the story has been subject of books, documentaries. There's even a television movie I watched on this. It's become a symbol of both the power of community and the dangers of a mob mentality.
Okay. They're making the dangers of the mob mentality. It's like the dangers of assholes who fucking take advantage of people. That's what it is.
To this day, no one has broken the silence.
Fuck yeah. I love this town.
That's awesome.
Nobody has said who did it. Nobody has come forward. And it ended the years of terror of this fucking Ken McElroy.
We should have called this episode like Skidmore, like the fucking land of the OGs.
Maybe we will.
I know, right? We were having trouble coming up with the title, but essentially it comes down to, I think we all know he was a piece of shit. Like
Yeah.
we've learned
100%.
like we know that he was not an upstanding citizen. So it comes down to A, who killed him? B, is it okay that they killed him?
Yes.
He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
So you guys, okay.
That should be like
Here we go.
no snitches in Skidmore. That should be the
There
name.
you go. I like that title.
No snitches in Skidmore.
So here we go. Here's then the question, because we understand that he was not a good person.
Yeah.
but is it okay? Like,
Yes.
do you like? Let's just take it. Is Batman okay?
Yes.
Batman.
Batman is
I would say no.
No. Listen. Batman's in a situation where clearly the mob. It's like, imagine it's like in Mexico. It's like, is Batman okay in Mexico? The cartels control the government. They're not going to do anything to help you. There's nothing that can be done because the cartels own everything. Is
If you try to be
okay?
Batman in Mexico, you're dead.
For sure. You need like hella Batman. You need like Batman.
now obviously we're kind of like joking on the whole Batman thing, but it is actually correct,
Yeah.
which is like, can somebody who's a civilian
I don't think
who
I would
has
say
no superpowers really,
right.
can they
But
take?
he's
things
got to
into
have
their
some
own-
sort of skills or power. But anyways, I was going to say, I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, is it okay if somebody takes like?
No, but if you all of a sudden
justice
put-
doesn't,
Yeah.
yes.
But if you all of a sudden put 30 people to be a Batman as an entity, now we're talking.
Well,
Especially in a small town of 500 people, now we're talking.
Well, the thing is, it's not a black and white question. It's not like a yes or no question because it really depends on circumstances. It's like, obviously, in a situation, if like this guy was just like a rampant shoplifter and they were like, God, this is such a menace.
Right.
Like, he doesn't deserve to die. But like, for what he did, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly am totally fucking okay.
Yeah.
I would have personally myself, without the 30 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So, like, in that situation, yes, but not in every situation. Like, Batman isn't good for every situation.
Yeah, yeah.
But in a situation where they've tried the law. They tried 20 fucking times.
Yes.
And the law did not fucking provide.
Yeah.
So what are they supposed to do?
You got to take it in your own hands at that point, like as a community.
Yeah.
I think they did come together to like talk about like what the fuck are we gonna do? This needs to end, type of shit. And then it just escalated to that mob, mentality, that rage.
The drinks were flowing.
Oh, especially you add a little liquid courage.
6-7 Miller Lights.
Yeah.
You're like, this motherfucker's going down tonight.
I mean, you add a 6-7 Miller Lights to us, and we're like talking
who we
all
killing?
kinds of conspiracies in here.
But isn't that scary to like put the hands of justice into a
I mean,
mob?
it is, but the mob mentality, that rage is real. Like, think back to 2020 when all the riots were going on.
Oh,
Just shit got out of control real fast in some of these
mob
cities.
is scary to me.
Dude, the mob is terrifying. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's not that black and white. I think mob mentality over like random things is insane.
Yeah.
And especially the mob mentality that doesn't solve the problem that they're trying to, like those, like for example, the riots and stuff that burn down local businesses.
Yeah.
Like that's not solving your problem.
Right.
Like, that's not proving any sort of point. You're actually fucking your own people over.
Yeah.
This was like, here is the one problem.
But
Let's all get together and end this problem.
You have to lay the law in the sand, though. You can't.
But the law didn't do shit.
They did do that.
I know, but you can't cross. Like you have to.
Okay.
They towed that line. They towed that line for a long time.
21 can fucking give what? You act like there was like.
I'm so impressed with their silence. That part I'm impressed with.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, Eric, they tried the law. They tried numerous times. It'd be different if there was like, oh, we tried one time, didn't work, let's kill him. But they tried. He was over 20 charges.
And on the silence, I mean, you're in back to a small community. You're a little small farm town. Everybody's going to know everything.
Yeah, and if you
that
snitch,
one
everyone's
person,
gonna know you snitched.
yes.
So it was like it was the best decision for the long term, or the
The greatest good, bro. That was the greatest.
That
good.
was the greatest.
That
good.
was the greatest good.
Yeah.
To fucking put this dude down.
Yeah.
He had to get.
I'm actually pretty surprised. I thought you were going to say that they killed the girl too.
I was super happy they shouldn't get killed.
Yeah.
I was really happy about
surprised.
that.
Yeah.
Good shots. Good shots in Missouri,
seriously.
baby. Marksman.
So there you go. That's Ken McElroy, and there's a documentary and a movie if you guys wanted to check it out.
All right.
I think it's on Hulu. But yeah, you could check it out if you
I'm gonna
wanted
need
to
to log
see
in, Eric.
a lot of. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Charles Schwab.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke.
But if it goes more into how horrible of a person he is.
Yeah, he
Like a
sounds
majority
piece
of
shit.
a majority of the actual.
It's just like building
It's
up
just
how big of a piece
horrible
of
he
shit
is.
he is.
Yeah. And so we kind of glazed over how horrible he was, but I mean, not really, and I don't know.
No, but it
Yeah.
gets into more detail. Yeah.
But again, it comes to, is it okay to take matters into your own hands?
Dude, I'm sorry if any grown man has sex with a 14-year-old. I'm like, in my mind, like that's a death. That's a killing. That's a killing offense.
Yeah.
That in my universe,
A time to kill.
in my universe, it's a killing offense. Like you can't. That is so unacceptable at every level possible. I can never forgive someone who does that ever.
No. Yeah.
Not a fucking ever. You'll never be changed, reformed. Fuck you.
No.
Okay, last summaries. If you wanted to tell me how it happened, like, do you think there was just one guy? He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. And then he killed him.
I think that they're meeting in the bar.
Yeah.
Drinks are flowing for a little while. They start raging out on this, like, because you get real courageous when he's not there too, and everybody's like
He's
raging
a bitch.
out.
He ain't that big. He's only 6'1".
He fucking stole my tractor and shit.
Then he walks in, and everybody goes quiet.
Oh,
And
I
it's
bet
like,
it's like silence.
oh yeah, like thick fucking like tension in the air.
Palpable.
Yes.
Palpable.
And
Palpable. Goddamn. Palpable.
Palpable.
so then he has a couple beers. Somebody finally gets a little courage and starts talking shit to him. But he's not phased, just like every other time.
I feel like he started talking shit.
Oh,
I feel like he was the one who was like, fucking, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
That's true.
That tractor drives real nice on my land, bitch.
Oh my god!
So that means
Can
it
you
wasn't
imagine?
premeditated.
Well, to a
Like, it
certain
just-
to a certain degree, it was like they were talking about
the
it.
meeting was premeditated,
Yeah.
but not the killing.
I think the killing was
spontaneous.
I think
the killing was
not
spontaneous.
the way it went down, but I think that they were
They
meeting,
wanted to kill him.
Yes,
Like,
they were like, "That's
We
it.
have to.
That's it.
Sound.
He has to be.
Sound.
He has to go."
Well, they all had guns with them, so
Yeah.
maybe it was premeditated.
Yeah.
No, but they always have guns.
Johnny, go. To go.
Johnny,
Octopus. Octopus.
Code word eagle. Code word eagle.
So then I think he probably felt like, oh shit, like, okay, it's a lot of people against me. Like, I'm gonna go outside, right? And I'm gonna take off. And then as that whole like thing is going down, he's getting in his truck. One of them gets courageous. He's like, fuck this shit. Let's go outside. Talk to this motherfucker.
Let's go.
So then, and then one of them just gets tired of it and fucking starts shooting. I think that I would say probably if he was there,
'Cause there are
the
two
70-year-old is the one that.
Dude, I feel like my man
Came
was like
back.
on the roof.
I think he came.
Sniper.
I think he probably is the one that had that German, that old school German.
The 8mm? The 8mm
The
German.
Mauser.
Yeah, that Mauser. Fuck, let's get it.
But before it goes down, maybe he's like just fucking raging out at them, and he's like, come at me, like whatever, there's nothing you can do about it, type of thing.
Yeah.
And then then they get fucking fed up, and one of them starts shooting, and then it's like back to the mob rage. It's like,
everyone's just like,
this shit's going down. Okay.
I'm gonna get a couple shots off.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that one person took the shot with the rifle, and then there's somebody with a magnum.
And the person that took the first shot definitely was either one of the fathers or the 70-year-old. That's what I think.
100%. I'm in full agreement with that.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it wasn't premeditated, but the fact that I think they all have guns, but like usually your guns are in your trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Yeah.
like 30
Yeah,
just went out
especially
to
a
the
rifle.
trucks.
Yeah.
And then got them out. I think they had them in the bar.
Yeah.
I think,
they were ready.
They all, like,
I think
just
they were
nodded.
They were ready. They're like, okay, it's time. And then
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
came in by
Kinda
accident.
It just takes one guy to be courageous enough, and then the other ones will follow.
Yeah.
And
100%.
then
I mean, to be honest, the whole story it's very karma. And
Yeah,
like
dude.
very
100%.
like,
Sure.
and we don't see a lot of karma.
It's about time the universe
Honestly,
took its due.
yes,
Fuck
yes.
you.
Yes.
Like,
So, as we wrap up this episode, cheers to you guys in Skidmore.
yeah, cheers to Skidmore.
Hell
think,
yeah.
Honestly, I think there was a karma scenario.
Dude,
in-
I'm happy. I'm actually happy
You
for
know,
the community of
and-
I
Skidmore.
know.
And I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
no
dude.
snitches, Skidmore. Where
I
it's at.
know.
when we grow up as a podcast, we're visiting.
Dude, I'm
Yes,
hella
we're
gonna
visiting
go to
Skidmore.
And I'm gonna go to that pub that they fucking
Yes.
did.
Yes,
We're gonna go to that
D&G
pub.
On
Tavern.
location.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip the bartender
fuck.
healthy.
Yes, that's
Those
right.
snitches.
All right, there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Thanks again, Jenny.
Jenny
You've been
And-
awesome.
and,
we love
and
you.
crew, we appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you guys next time on the Conspiracy Podcast.
Episode Hundy coming at you hot. Nighty night.
What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want to invite you to join us for our Patreon. So what that is an exclusive membership. We're going to be able to get exclusive discounts, like 15% off on all our merch.
And you won't have to listen to these ads
No
ever
more
again.
ads.
Never again.
Plus, you're going to be able to access our minis episodes. So that's something that nobody else is going to get access to. They're just short podcast episodes, worth about 15 minutes long or so.
Yeah.
So cool, extra content
Yeah.
that you're going to get access to.
I know, and all those other suckers are waiting for next Tuesday. You're going to hit some minis up, fill the void.
That's right.
Instead of, having to wait the rest of the peasants for the next episode.
There are two ways you can sign up for exclusive content. The first is through Spotify. There's a link in our profile description that links you to the Spotify premium page. And that's only $2.99 a month. And it gets you an ad-free experience and it gets you extra episodes that come out every month. The other way is through our Patreon. All you got to do is go to Patreon and search The Conspiracy Podcast and you'll find us. There are many different levels there. all giving different amounts of content.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nighty night.